I just cleaned out 2 small pumpkin pie pumpkins and they were chock full of seeds. I cannot believe how many seeds were in those 2 small pumpkins. So I am definitely going to bake these pumpkin seeds. My husband has a great recipe. It's very simple, but just the way that he's been doing it forever. So the first step is to get them cleaned up. Basically just rinse them off and get all that pumpkin pulp out of there. Here are the pumpkin seeds rinsed off and cleaned of all pumpkin guts, and I am going to spread them out on a towel and let them dry. I'm only letting them dry for a couple hours until I'm ready to bake them this afternoon. All right, here's the pumpkin seeds. You do want to make sure they are completely dry. We have the oven preheating at 350 degrees. So Robert, I was just asking Robert how he does this. So he says he uses a teaspoon of oil. He likes extra virgin olive oil. So if you want to go ahead and put some oil.
It's not an exact science because you really don't know how many seeds you have.
Yeah,
most of the time.
basically you just want them lightly coated.
You don't want to, you don't want them to be soaking in oil. Though.
Yeah, you don't want too much. So he's just going to do a teaspoon at a time until he feels like it's enough. So he's going to
just
mix it around. They're looking sticky. You want them sticky so the salt will stick to them, and they won't stick to the pan. You're gonna put a little more.
Yeah, maybe half a teaspoon. It just doesn't look like it was cooked well enough.
All right, so he's gonna toss that, and then we will bake them for 10 to 20 minutes. Robert says it's just not an exact science.
Yeah, each seed's different.
Yeah.
Some of them are bigger, some are smaller, so you can't really give a specific time. You have to
just carefully watch them. You want them to be a golden brown. Don't they start popping too?
They do. You'll hear a popping sound.
So don't be alarmed if it starts popping. And then he's gonna spread it out on the cookie sheet. And then so yeah, you just want them a nice golden brown. You can test it as you go to see if they're cooked enough for you.
Yeah, if they're still a little soggy, then you know they're not done.
Okay, so then you spread it out. I got it. Spread it out on the pan, and then he is going to sprinkle salt. So the reason he doesn't put the salt, mix it in with the bowl, is because the salt will tend to sink to the bottom of the bowl. I thought I turned the timer off. Sorry about that. That timer was for something else. Does that look good, Robert?
Yeah, and sometimes it dissolves. I don't really like that part of it.
Does that look good?
Yeah, get some in the corner.
Get some in the corner. So yeah, this is 2 small pumpkins. Okay, you do it.
Sorry.
This is his recipe.
Well, it's my mom. It's actually my mom because we've done this. When my mom was around, we did this every year, and she was always the one that did it. But it was pretty much the same process every year, and you always looked forward to it. I miss those days. Those were good days.
All right, they were. All right, and now he's just gonna lightly sprinkle salt.
Oh.
That's lightly sprinkled.
Snow, yeah.
Okay, that's Robert's first. That was
well,
light.
Got a little heavy-handed there, but
that's okay. We like salt. All right, now we're gonna put it in the oven for 10 to 20 minutes.
Hold on,
wait, he thinks he missed the spot.
I missed a couple spots. Okay. No.
Oh my God, that's a lot of salt.
That's all right. Our hearts will love it.
All right, here are the pumpkin seeds. A beautiful golden brown. Robert said he baked them for about 25 minutes. They are so good. I should warn you, they are addictive. So addictive. I just cannot stop eating them.
These didn't pop or make a pop sound.
You
Maybe
know what?
That's old pumpkins.
No, I think it's because they were completely dry.
Okay.
These had been sitting out. I cleaned the pumpkins this morning. And so the seeds had been sitting out for like all day. And so they were completely dry. I think if they have moisture in them, that's what would make them pop.
Okay.
Because we usually bake them as soon as we clean the pumpkin, but it's just Friday and we had work to do. So I did miss the popping sound. We'll do a test. Next pumpkin I open,
Yeah.
we'll do it wet.
Differently, yeah.
But these are perfect. I definitely think you should have them dried out. I'm still eating them. They are so good. And so after they cool down, you really should eat them hot. But once they cool down, you just put them in an airtight container. And they can last a while, but they won't last more than a day here because we'll eat them all. Can you hear me crunching? They are so crunchy. Really, when you're cleaning out a pumpkin, don't throw the seeds away. This is the best part.